Workshop at C.A.S.H. This was kind of like our connection, look, ma, no hands, where we were talking about different connection points. We were referring to things about learning how to use other parts of the body, things like the forearm, the bicep, the tricep, to be able to connect, the shoulders, learning how to press around that to make that connection. We were talking about the followers always keeping that resistance. Don't pull away from him. Keep the pressure, not a lot, just where you can keep that contact by pressing against him in whatever motion. Leaders, we learned how to be able to lead through the body so she could feel that move. Maybe I'll take it down to the hips. See, and then I work kind of like a cogwheel type effect as we roll in and out. And then I could come out, maybe keep a continual motion going, change, use the tricep or the bicep. Now I'll bring it down to the forearm. Maybe place that forearm across my shoulders. Then I'll go to her shoulder, maybe catch the hip, roll her around, do the inside the bicep for a little monkey bar right there. See, keeping the pressure going. And then we were playing around with make a window, find a window. So that's where we started off in like a two-hand hold. And we would do things like a little cuddle. There's my first window, and then maybe she'd pop out the window, but then maybe I'd duck through and make my own window, and I can either come up, roll into another window, then maybe take it over her head. There's another window. And she pops out, made a window, find a window, maybe change direction, boom, there's my window. But guess what? Sometimes the followers can do that, where she may decide, oh hello, and then out she goes. Back out the window, there's a new window. So we played around with learning how to be able to keep those contact points where we don't fully release more than one connection point. And if you pick up, then you're ready to rotate. There's a window, ducks out of a window. So we learned how to be able to keep the motion in a continuous fashion. It's not that we just stand here, because if you notice, the whole time we were rolling around each other because we kept that movement happening. So that keeps a smooth continuity throughout the whole dance. Remember, we said this comes in handy in a lot of the slow songs, like the really slow songs where you can play. Leaders, we told you that it was the same thing. Your job is also to keep that resistance against her. So when the follower plays with things, for example, we gave you the sugar push, where the follower could reach over, then duck under. I kept the contact across the shoulders and down the arm, so we didn't break contact. So it wasn't this, 1, 2, yeah, don't do that. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then trying to grab the hand. I would keep the contact, boom, sorry, there, caught it with my elbow, and not lose the contact. So we gave you a couple things for the leaders as well. We said you could take it where you would roll her in, maybe do a little cutoff, duck her under, and I can either slide down the arm if I wanted, or I could do that same cutoff where she goes. There's her window, I'm going to make my window, and then up we go. We said you could do the same thing on the underarm turn. 1, 2, I can do a little duck under, follow the arm, I can come around. Notice, even when I turned, she kept that contact there. So I knew where her hand was the whole time. Okay? And then we had the one where the leaders can roll off of the neck, do a little bump of the arm. 1, 2 on an underarm turn. I'm just going to leave it right here. As I come around, I'll get a little roll. I can then close her up, and then we can go into a closed position type of maneuver. So the idea was learning how to be able to keep pressure at all times. Use every part of her body, from the hand to the wrist, to the forearm, front and back, bicep, tricep, shoulder, front and back. See, maybe I'll use the waist, front and back, to be able to create all these leads and rotations working off of that. Okay? But the idea was more of the exercise of learning how to do it in a Tai Chi fashion. Remember we said, make it always Tai Chi, not Bruce Lee. All right, great job, guys. Thank you very much.